Alright YouTube, this is my first video that I've posted related to Pokemon, I guess. First off, I'm a noob. We all know this. Probably everybody else was one anyway, but I found this guy on Abra Asylum. I really forgot his name, so if you have a YouTube account, tell me and I'll tag you or whatever. Alright, so this is a UU battle, and let's get started. So I lead out with Spiritomb, and he leads out with Ambipom, and he goes for the taunt, and I'm just like, ugh. But anyway, I go for the Hidden Power Fighting, and it does a lot of damage to him. So I predict a switch, and I go for the Pursuit, and he's basically down. So and I got a crit. Not that really that matters. So he goes out in the big ends, which is his Hirayama, and he goes for Payback, and I'm still confused on the matter. It didn't do a lot of damage, and I go for Shadow Ball. And I'm thinking it's going to do minor damage, but it did a lot more than I thought it did. And so I get the Shadow Sneak, which I really don't know why I did. I was thinking it would do more, but he Whirlwinds me out, and I go into Regigigas. Yup, take that. Oh, catches people off guard and whatnot. So he goes for Brick Break, which I forget probably does a lot more damage than I thought it would at the time. And I just go for Earth Power, lock myself into that because this thing's choiced. I think it's banded, I can't really remember, but I get the crit and it dies. And now he goes into Doom Flight, which is this blue Houndoom that looks like it could kick anyone out, and goes for Dark Pulse. And at this point I thought it was choiced, just because he kept using Dark Pulse over and over again. But I found out later that's not, or it doesn't seem like it. And he kills my Spiritomb, and I go out to my Hitmonlee, and he switches out into this Nidoking. Well, I just lay the foot down and go for the Earthquake, and it one-hit KOs it. And I don't have to worry about this blue Nidoking trying to punch me in the face, or stomp, or whatever. Alright, so now he goes back to Doom Flight, the Houndoom, and he goes for the Hidden Power Flying, which I should have predicted, naming that his name was Doom Flight. I don't really know. But it kind of annoyed me, and I go into my special wall, which is Abyss Light, which is a Parafusion Lantern, and he goes in the Sceptile, and I go for the T-Wave. And he's paralyzed, and then I go for the Confuse Ray. And so now he has a lot of hacks on the Sceptile, which he still gets off the Leaf Blade, which me being a new player, I thought it was going to one-hit KO, but surprisingly, the wall stood up very well, and I get my leftovers on. So I go for Ice Beam, and I cannot remember if this thing one-hit KOs or not. And yep, it does, with a crit. So that's like the third or the fourth crit of the game, but you know what, I'm not getting mad over it, and I needed the win. So he goes back in the Houndoom, and he goes for Dark Pulse. And so he kills off my wall, and goodbye, Abyss Light. And then I go into Rockaka, the amazing Swellow that will kill everyone. So I did protect and got my Flame Orb off, and then he switches out into his Amistar, which I don't really care for. So I go for Facade, it doesn't do that much, and I get my burn on, and then he goes for the leftovers. And then I switch out and I go into Rocky, which is my Rhyperior, who I randomly threw in here. I didn't really have a reason to put him in. So I go for Mega Horn, thinking it would do a lot of damage, and it really didn't. He goes for Surf, which one-hit KOs it, and that's just lame. It pisses me off, and I'm raging at this point, because I thought it would stand up to a Surf, but no, it doesn't. It dies. And he's probably laughing his butt off right now. So I go back into Regigigas, and thinking I'd go first, I thought I'd go first, and I didn't, because I forgot how slow this thing is, but it didn't kill it, and I go for the Focus Blast, which, dummy me, forgot that Amistar was part rock, so it was super effective, and I didn't really think about it at the time. So he goes to his last Pokemon, which is the Houndoom, and goes for Flamethrower to kill off my Regigigas. And Giga went bye-bye, or he fainted, or whatever you want to call it. So I switch back into Rockaka, and go for the Facade, and this thing will one-hit KO it, because double damage with the burn on is is amazing, and so that killed him off. And so that is the end of this battle. I will hope to upload more when I can, and I'm hoping to actually learn a lot of stuff, so subscribe if you want. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so bye.